get started and they can just join on in. And let's get started in child's pose here. So coming down onto your mat, bringing your big toes together, your knees out wide, sending your hips back towards your heels, and then let your head relax on your mat, stretching your arms out long. Just letting yourself arrive. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm Kelly. I'll try to offer some different variations tonight. Please take what feels good. If you want something a little more challenging, go for it. Or if you need to rest, you're always welcome to come back here in child's pose. So in your child's pose here, start to bring some awareness to your breath. See if you can seal your lips shut, bringing your breath in through your nose. And then slowly back out through your nose. Try another one like that. Sealing your lips closed, taking a nice big breath in. And letting it go out through your nose. Hello. Good. And start to make your child's pose a little bit more active here. Crawl your fingertips forward, finding some length in your spine. Good. And as you breathe in, start to rise on up to your hands and your knees for table pose. In your table pose, we want shoulders right over your wrists, knees right underneath your hips. Just gonna move and connect with our breath here. So as you exhale, start to round your spine, tuck your chin, squeeze your low belly in, push the mat away, cat pose. And then inhale, arching through your spine, lifting your sitting bones, lift your heart, cow pose. Good, exhale to round, really push the mat away, gaze towards your belly button. And then inhale, pull your heart forward, arching through your back. Good, start to flow here on your own using your breath, following each inhale and each exhale. It might feel nice to close your eyes, help yourself connect back to your body. If you want to add any hip circles, shoulder rolls, whatever it feels good. Good, take about 3 more rounds here. Good, after your third round, meet in a nice neutral table, so a nice long spine. Good, stretch your right toes back, keep them on the mat, and then reach your left arm forward like you're gonna shake someone's hand, your thumb facing up. Squeeze your low belly in and lift your right toes off the ground. Take a big breath in, stretch as long as you can. And then exhale, round. Try and touch your elbow to knee. Bring them close together. Good. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, round. Connect elbow to knee. Good. One more, just like that. Breathe in. Stretch it long. And then exhale, crunch it together. Good. As you inhale, lengthen back out. One more time. And lower your hand and your knee back down. Good, switching sides. So your left toes come back. Keep them on the ground to start. Reach your right arm forward, thumb up. Good, and then squeeze your low belly in to lift your foot off the mat. Balancing table here. Take a big breath in, stretch long, and then exhale around, elbow to knee. Good, inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, bring it together. One more, breathe in, reach long. And then exhale together. Inhale everything back out. And then lower your hand and knee back down. Good, from table here. Walk your hands just a handprint forward. Tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good, sending your hips high. In this first down dog, you can pedal through your knees, bending one knee, straightening the other. If you want to give your hips a little wiggle from side to side. Whatever feels good here. Good, start to find some stillness now in your down dog. Check on your hands, they should be about shoulder width apart and feet hips distance apart. You can keep a little baby bend in your knees if your hamstrings or the back of your legs feel tight. Take one more breath here. And at the bottom of your exhale, you can walk or step all the way forward to the top of your mat. When you get there, inhale, halfway lift, bring your fingertips to your shins, lengthen through your spine. You want a nice broad heart, so roll your shoulders back, gaze towards the edge of your mat. And then exhale, fold it back down. Two more, just like that. Inhale, halfway lift, a nice long spine. Exhale, fold. One more, breathe it in, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. For this fold, we're gonna stay in our forward fold. So if you wanna take your feet a little further apart, maybe hips distance, and grab opposite elbows. For our ragdoll, you can sway side to side. I like to keep a little bend in my knees as I'm warming up here, so feel free to do that. Let your head be heavy. Good, if you have your elbows, slowly lower them down. We're gonna take a little twist here, so start to bend into your left knee. Place your left fingertips or palm down right in between your feet, and then inhale, reach your right arm high to the sky. See if you can roll your right shoulder back and lengthen through your spine. Good, exhale, let that side go. Just switching sides, so bend your right knee, place your right hand or fingertips down, and then inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Rolling your left shoulder open. Good, exhale, let that go. Good, if you separated your feet, bring them back together, either big toes touching, the little space in your heels, or hips distance apart. And one more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it back down. This time as we inhale, rise all the way to stand, arms lift overhead. And then exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Good, a few sun salutation A's to warm ourselves up here. So as you inhale, circle your arms high. And exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Good, inhale, halfway lift, a nice long heart, fingertips to shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Holding this first one here, you can always lower your knees down if needed, but we're gonna try and build a little bit of yourself a nice long line, hips in line with your shoulders, really pushing the mat away from you. Gaze towards the edge of your mat. And then slowly try and lower yourself all the way down to your belly in one straight line. Good, when you get there, inhale for cobra, just a baby back bend, a gentle lift, push into your hands, lift your heart, your shoulders. Exhale, let that go. Good, start to tuck your toes under. Your knees can stay up or down. Push yourself back up. High plank. to downward facing dog. Good, taking 5 deep breaths here. Imagine you could rip your mat apart in down dog. So your hands are pushing down and forward. Your feet are pushing down and back. Good. At the bottom of your exhale, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it back down. Good. Inhale, push into your feet. Arms rise high all the way to standing. And then exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana, let it go. Good, 2 more, just like that. Inhale, lift your hands, lift your gaze. Exhale, fold it on down. Good, inhale, halfway lift, fingers tips to shins. Exhale, plant your hands, we'll step back to high plank. Not holding this one as long. Slowly lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Good. Inhale for your cobra, sticking with this gentle back bend. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes under. Your knees can stay up or down as you push back. High plank to downward facing dog. Good. Coming back to your breath here if you lost it. 5 deep breaths. Good. At the bottom of your exhale, walk, step, or hop to the top. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, heart lengthens. Exhale, fold down. Good. Inhale, rise to stand, fingertips high to the sky. And then exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Good. 1 more, just like that. If I'm moving too fast or too slow, just follow your breath. Inhale, lift your hands high. Exhale, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. And inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Like before, you can lower all the way down to your belly and stick with cobra, or you can lower yourself halfway down, and then inhale for up dog. A little bit bigger of a back bend. Everything's off the mat except my hands and the tops of my feet. Take a big breath in for your back bend. And then exhale, meeting back in downward facing dog. Good. From our down dog here, scoot your big toes together and maybe an inch or 2 forward. And then inhale, reach your right foot high. You can open your right hip, bend your right knee, roll around your ankle, whatever feels good. Good, start to straighten and square off your right leg. And then exhale, step it right in between your hands. Good, we're gonna lower our left knee down. And then inhale, rise for Anjaneyasana, our low lunge. Good, so as you come up, we should feel a lot of sensation in the front of our left hip, and then reaching up and back with our arms. Take 1 more breath here. And then exhale, lower your hands down around your front foot. You're gonna tuck your back toes under and lift your back knee for kind of this long lunge. Inhale here, try to make a nice long spine. Stretch your heart and your chest forward. And then exhale, start to straighten your right leg. Send your hips back for this long pyramid pose. Just to however straight feels good in your right leg. Don't take too much here. And then inhale, start to bend yourself back into that lunge. Take a big breath in, lift your heart. And then exhale, straighten your right leg. Folding over. Good, 1 more, just like that. Inhale, back to your lunge, bend your right knee. And then exhale, straighten. Good. Inhale back into your right knee again for this lunge. We're going to keep your left hand planted and then inhale, twist your right arm to the sky. In this twist here, we want a nice strong back left leg. So see if you can straighten your left leg. Engage your fingertips spread them wide.
We just finished eating, Beth.
Good. Slowly start to plant your right hand down. We're going to step back to high plank. And then you choose your way to down dog. So you can lower yourself down, either to your belly or low plank. Inhale for your back bend, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Meeting there with our hips nice and high. Come back to your breath if you lost it. Down dog's always a good check-in here. If you're feeling a little tired, you can rest in child's pose. Good. As you inhale, reach your left leg high. Start to open your left hip, bend your left knee. You can roll your ankle around. Good. Then slowly straighten your left leg. Square your left hip down. And then step it between your hands. Good. Lower your back knee down, your right knee. And then inhale, rise for Anjaneyasana, our low lunge. Good, finding some sensation in the front of your right hip here. Using your arms to bring your upper body up and back, maybe. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, start to plant your hands down around your front foot. Tuck your back toes under and lift your right knee. So we're in this long lunge. As you inhale, see if you can lengthen through your heart. And then exhale, start to straighten your left knee. Folding over for this left pyramid, this long pyramid. And again, your left knee does not have to straighten all the way. It can have a little baby bend in it. Inhale, bring yourself back to that lunge. And then exhale, straighten your hips, go back. Fold over your left leg. Good, one more like that. Inhale, pull your heart forward, come back to the lunge. And exhale, hips are high. Good, as you inhale, come back to your lunge here. Plant your right hand down and twist your left arm to the sky. We want a nice, strong and straight right leg. Engage your left fingertips. Good, slowly lower your left hand down. We'll step back to high plank. And then any way to down dog. So if you would like to lower down halfway or to your belly, inhale for your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, hips are high here. Good, from our down dog, start to crawl your hands back towards your feet. So at the back of your mat. Good, inhale for a halfway lift here, fingertips to shins. We're gonna bring our hands to our hips and with the flat back, slowly rise all the way to standing. Good, when you get up to standing, we're gonna take an interlace behind your low back. So if this is not accessible, you can grab a towel or a strap. Otherwise, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back, breathe in, open up your heart, and then exhale, start to fold forward over your legs. Letting your head hang heavy here in this forward fold. Trying to bring that interlace up and over your head, just imagining it going in that direction. You can always keep a little baby bend in your knees or a bigger bend if that feels good. And then see if you can evenly distribute the weight in your feet. So if it's all back in your heels, maybe try and lean forward a little bit. And these can be really small adjustments you're making. Good. If you have that interlace or a towel or a strap, let it go. And then just crawl yourself back to downward facing dog. So crawling forward. Good. Meeting in down dog. From our down dog, reach your right leg high. Exhale, step it between your hands. You can help it up there. We're gonna ground our back heel this time, and then inhale, push into your feet to rise, warrior two, or Virabhadrasana 2. So when you get up, you can always change your stance. We want our right toes forward, our left toes turned in slightly. And I should be able to draw a line from my right heel back through my left arch. And then gazing out over your front fingers, nice strong arms. Sometimes our back arm gets a little droopy, so check on that back arm that it's not falling down. Good. Inhale, flip your front palm forward, reach forward, and then exhale, reverse warrior. Our legs stay the same, our upper body just leans up and back. Good. Inhale, rise back up, warrior 2. And then exhale, side angle, bringing your right elbow to your thigh, your left arm alongside your ear. Good. We're just going to move and breathe like that. So as you inhale, we're going to come back up, warrior 2, and then exhale, reverse. Good. Inhale, back up, warrior 2. And then exhale, side angle. Good. One more, just like that. Inhale, warrior 2. I know our legs are getting tired. Exhale, reverse. And inhale, warrior 2. Last one. Exhale, side angle. Good. We're going to look down here and cartwheel your hands down around your front foot. Lift your back heel, and we're gonna step your left foot about a third of the way in and ground that heel again for a pyramid pose. So kind of like what we did earlier, this time our stance though is a little closer together. So inhale, find some length in your spine, and then exhale, just fold over your right leg. And again, your right leg doesn't have to be totally straight, you can keep a bend in it. In our pyramid, see if you can pull your right hip back and your left hip forward. Good, you are welcome to stay here. We're gonna add a little balance in. Still working with our right hamstring. So you can stay in pyramid, or for a little balance, start to crawl your hands forward. We're gonna come balancing onto your right leg for a standing splits. So keep rolling your left hip down, flex your left toes towards you. And if you really wanna play with balance, you can maybe wrap one hand around your right leg, or maybe 2. And that could just be for a second. Good, we're gonna take a big step back to that low lunge that we were in earlier. And then inhale, lift your hands high. Good, I think we all made it here. Bring your hands through heart center in prayer. Take a big breath in and then exhale, twist your left elbow outside of your right knee. Good. So you can stay with your back knee on the ground, or if you want a little more of a challenge, you can tuck your left toes under and lift your back knee. And then you're welcome to stay with your arms in prayer, or if you want to open them up. You can always try something on, and if it doesn't feel good, you can come back. Make sure you're breathing here into this twist. Good. Slowly untwist yourself here. Plant your hands. We'll step back to high plank, and then any way to down dog. So you can lift your hips high, or if you want to low here, lower down. Inhale for your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, that was a lot there. Let's take a little break in child's pose. So bringing big toes together. It might be nice to bring your knees together and let your forehead rest on the mat with your arms straight back. Maybe just something different. Something to try out. Come back to your breath here. Good, but we cannot stay too long. So as you inhale, rise back up to table, and then we'll meet in downward facing dog with our hips high. Pressing our chest back towards our thighs. And then we'll go through the other side. So inhale, reach your left leg high. Exhale, step it forward between your hands. Good, ground your back heel. Really push into your feet to rise, warrior two. Good, when you get up there, check on your alignment here. Left toes are facing the front. My right toes are turned in slightly. And then I should be able to draw a line from my left heel back to my right arch. Good, nice strong arms. Check on your back arm that it's not getting a little lazy. Should be just as high. That looks great. Good, moving and breathing here. So inhale, flip your front palm, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Keeping the bend in your knee. And then inhale, come on back up, warrior two. And then exhale, side angle. Your left elbow to thigh, right arm alongside your ear. Good, two more, just like that. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Good, inhale, back up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Good, one more. I know our legs are getting tired. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Use your breath to stay calm. Inhale, warrior two. And then exhale, side angle. Our last one. Good, start to cartwheel your hands down around your front foot. You're gonna lift your right heel off the mat and pop it about a third of the way forward so your right heel can be grounded for our pyramid pose. So inhale, find some length in your spine, and then exhale, fold it down. Again, you can keep a little bend in your left knee if that feels better, or a little more accessible. But try to find a little sense of ease here. Let your head be heavy. See if you can keep pulling your left hip back in space a little. It likes to creep forward. Good, you're welcome to stay here, or if you like that balance, start to pour the weight into your left foot. Crawl your fingertips forward as you lift your right leg high, standing splits. So you can keep your fingertips on the mat. Keep rolling your right hip down And then if you want to play with your balance, maybe wrap one hand around your left foot. Maybe try wrapping both of your hands. You can play. If you fall out, who cares? Good, then take a big step back. We're gonna come back to that low lunge. Good, take your time getting there. When you get there, inhale, rise. Fingertips high. Good, bring your hands through your heart center in prayer. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, twist your right elbow outside of your left knee. Good, trying to find the same variation you did last time. So if you stayed here, that is awesome. If you tucked your back toes and lifted your back knee, try that. It's a lot of balance. And then if you liked opening up your arms, make sure you're trying to breathe into your belly. Good, slowly untwist yourself here, plant your hands down. Step back to high plank, and then any way you want to down dog. So you can lift your hips or lower down. Inhale for your back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath here. Good. At the bottom of your next exhale, walk, step, or maybe take a hop to the top. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale, push into your feet, rise up to stand. And then exhale, arms by your side. Good, and since you guys are at home, it doesn't really matter which way you face, but just take a wide step out to one side, and then turn all of your toes to face that side of your mat, and then almost pigeon toe them slightly, so your toes are turned in and your heels are turned out. Good, bring your hands to your hips, and then inhale, roll your shoulders back, puff up your chest, and then exhale, start to fold it forward. Good, as you fold, you can bring your hands down to your mat, you can grab the outsides of your shins or your calves or your ankles, whatever feels good for your hands here. Just like in all of our forward folds, try to let your head hang nice and heavy and keep a little baby bend in your knees. Good, see if you can lean a little bit more of your weight forward into your toes. That might just give you a lot more sensation in the back of your legs. Good, and then as you inhale, crawl your hands under your face and lift your spine halfway, like a little halfway lift. We're gonna take an inner thigh stretch. You'll start to bend into your left knee, and then you're gonna roll your right toes up, so you're kind of on your right heel here, flexing your right toes towards your face for this inner thigh stretch. Good, you're welcome to stay here, or bring your hands to prayer, or you can try maybe like an open twist, whatever feels good. Good, then slowly bring your hips back upright, and then just crawl over to your right side. Coming onto your left heel, flexing your left toes towards your face. Feeling that inner thigh. Good, if you played with some different arm variations, you can balance here at prayer, or if you took that open arm twist, try to match the other side. Good, slowly bring your hips back through the center. And then bring your hands to your hips and nice and slowly with a flat back, rise up to standing. Sometimes get a little dizzy if you come up too fast. Good, and then just step to the top of your mat. Good, when you get there, inhale, lift your hands, maybe look up. And then exhale, fold it on down. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. We'll just step right back to downward facing dog. Hips are high, pushing the mat away. Good, this is gonna be our last down dog here. So see if you notice any differences from the beginning of class. Maybe a little stronger. We did a lot of work with our hamstrings, so maybe you can feel a little more space in the back of your legs. Good, then slowly lower your knees down to your mat. And then just swing your legs aside and out in front of you. Good, we're gonna come into a hip opener, and I'm gonna give you some different options here. So we'll start with your left foot planted and then crossing your right knee on top of your left. I'm sorry, your right ankle on top of your left knee. That was confusing, I'm sorry. So right ankle on top of your left knee. And then bring your fingertips behind you to lengthen through your spine. So you can stay here, or if it feels all right, you can kind of lift your hips up and bring them towards your left heel, and then your hands can kind of follow, keeping your right foot flexed. So this is kind of like a pigeon here, just a different version. Take what feels good, try not to take too much. Breathing into your outer hip. Good, and to come out of that, I'm gonna crawl my hands back, pick up my hips again and scoot them back, and then uncross my ankle. And then just switching sides, so left ankle on top of right knee. Good, hands behind you, so you can lift your heart, and then taking what feels good. If it feels all right, lift your hips high and scoot them towards your front foot. Let your hands follow, keeping your left toes really flexed just to protect your knee. And really try to keep your chest high. If you feel like you're sagging here, maybe scoot back a little bit so you can have a nice open heart. Good, one more breath here. And then we'll come out the same way. So scoot your hands back, pick up your hips and move them back. And then gently uncross your legs. Good. Stick them out in front of you. Just give them a little shake here. Good. And then we'll come to Tarasana. So soles of your feet together, knees out wide. And this is a little bit wider of a shape, so more like a diamond in your legs. Hold on to your shins or your ankles and inhale, lengthen through your spine. And then exhale, start to fold it forward, stopping wherever your body tells you to stop. Good, slowly start to bring your spine back upright. Then you can use your hands to help bring your knees in, and we'll stretch both feet, both legs straight out for Paschimottanasana. So you can do this with your knees bent if that feels a little bit better. You can always start here and then kind of straighten your legs as they go along. So find what works for you. So inhale, lift your fingertips to the sky, and then exhale, folding forward. You can hold on to your shins, your ankles, your feet, whatever feels good. And then really try and turn inward. So letting your background, your head fold down. Turning inward. It might be nice to close your eyes. And then inhale, slowly roll yourself back upright. And we're gonna keep rolling all the way down onto your mat. So you might need to scoot forward or backward, depending on where you are. But we're gonna come flat onto our back. Good, when you get there, just bring your right knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. See if you can kind of squeeze it up more towards your right armpit. Good, and then bring your arms out to a T, and we'll take that right knee and just take it across your body for a supine twist. Good, carefully bring that right knee back in through your center, and then bring your left knee in to join it. And then let your right leg go long, giving your left knee a little squeeze. Try and squeeze it towards your left armpit. And then let your arms go wide, your palms facing up. We'll take the left knee across your body now for a twist. Good, inhale, your left knee back through center. Your right knee can come up and join it. You can squeeze yourself up into a little ball, or if you want to take a happy baby, whatever feels good here for you, give it a go. If there's anything else that you would like before our final resting pose, please take it now, whatever feels good. Otherwise, Shavasana is waiting for you. Our final resting pose. Letting your arms go along by your side. Palms facing up. Spread your legs out long. Take up some space here on your mat. And then just let it all go. Let your body soak up all of your hard work. Carefully start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles, bringing some life back. Good. If it feels all right, take a good morning stretch. Reach your hands up and over your head and stretch and reach all the way down through your fingertips. And then when you're ready, rolling onto one side, resting there. And then carefully making your way up to a comfortable seat. And I just want to share a little meditation that I found today. I'm reading this book called Do Your Own Thing. It's a great book, but this meditation is a loving kindness one, and it goes, may I be safe, may I be happy, may I be healthy, and may I live with ease. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you live with ease. And I thought that was just really fitting